What's up? Oh man. I should have cleared my throat before I started. Ads are done. Let's go. Keep streaming time. Hello, Masters, Frederick, Mango. Mango mod. I just ripped the immersive in TCGP. Let's go. I don't know what that is. Ripped the immersive. Oh, it's the Pokemon trading card game app. Ah. Whoa, Reggie, what are you doing? Gifting subs. Hidden goals. Oh my goodness, thank you. Reggie, I'm touched. We were just talking on Discord. Oh wow. This is incredible. Thank you so much. Jabroilers. If you don't know Reggie, fantastic guy. Friend to many keyboardists. Also, the creator of these fine implements. You should all look up Turnt Wood on Instagram and elsewhere. Fantastic craftsmanship and really good stuff. I did get you one of those, exactly. Picked these up from Reggie's very own hands at the NK meetup last year. And yes, the third one I bought from you, Reggie, belongs to Masters now. Because I had my own little keyboard meetup right after I got back from that event. So, well, thank you so much for the subs. That's fantastic. I really appreciate it. I haven't touched any other pullers since you gave it to me. I mean, they're just that good. They are excellent. And they're not all wood either. There are some that are like wood and resin and other fun materials too. They are a delight to use and a joy to behold. Just like Reggie himself. Okay. Listen. We're having a good drink. We're having a good time tonight. Hello, Conan. Welcome. Elquan, Mr. Keyboard Streamer Watcher. Welcome. And thank you for the follow, Secret Myth. This is the order we like to do things around here. You get a gifted sub, then you become a follower. Welcome, welcome. Delight to use and a joy to behold. If you want to put that on your LinkedIn, Reggie, feel free. You don't have to credit me. That one's gratis. Yeah, exactly. Put it on my LinkedIn. LinkedIn, business card, whatever you want. Bumper stickers. That's awesome. What a great way to kick things off. Yeah, I couldn't stream it all last week, so I'm really excited to dig back in here. It was a very busy week at work. And like other stuff just kind of cropped up, and streaming was just not in the cards. I was very, very tired. So, nice Keycaps. Yes, Mango. Here, let's zoom in on that. Now, one of our tenets here is be nice to Mango. And so I'm leaning into that so that she can behold these keycaps even more. I should mention this. I have been toying with the idea of a Discord server. So I already had a Discord server of my own, but I've been like tweaking it and trying out some interesting things in the background. It's only me in there. And in the whole like onboarding and like rules channels and all that kind of stuff, you can like set up things that people have to agree to and blah, blah, blah. And if I do open a Discord, one of the rules is going to be nice to Mango. So, there you go. I should put this back. That will be agreed upon terms. Even if Mango's not in that Discord server, you have to be nice. No one can talk shit about Mango behind her back. Please open that Discord. Do not agree to join immediately. Well, here's the thing. I don't know what function it would have yet. I don't know, like it doesn't have a gimmick or something that kind of sets it apart from any of these other great, Discord communities. So don't know that it's necessary. I mean, it would be mainly if like people wanted like stream pings or something, but other than that, which actually meant to look. Oh, no, my integration didn't actually work that I had tried to set up in there anyway. So the function is for people to be nice to Mango. That is true. Well, if they can't be nice in the Mango pit, I don't know if I'll be able to control them. But anyway, actually one of the things that I've really been enjoying in some other channels recently, like Navid's server and the Chriscord, have been doing fun stuff. Like what I try to do when I try to highlight interesting group buys and interest checks and stuff. They've been setting up like gallery channels for those, which has been really fun. So I do have some fun things to highlight, some from that and some that I've just found that I would love to chat about as well. As usual, when we kind of kick things off. As someone who lives in the integration world all day, every day for work, hearing that word was very triggering. Yeah. Work terms in Makib stream? More likely than you think. Yeah, I was doing some like futzing around with like a Carl bot to do some auto stuff, but it didn't actually trigger, so it's just me in there. It doesn't really matter. But anyway, let's talk about some fun stuff. I mean, of course, Windbreaker just came in, and that's what we're going to be building with today, which is very fun. I got Windbreaker and Kaiju Round 3 yesterday, which is very exciting. My Gorp shipped as well. It has not updated, I don't think. It just has a label that was created. So Gorp is actually going to be going onto here, is the plan when it comes. And I have, if I can reach way over here, I'm going to be putting in these, which I actually just got from Master's Bedroom. Nixies for Noah. Master's modded these for me, which is very exciting. With 205G0, GPL 105, put in some Geon 60 gram springs and also some films, which I'm excited to try. Because I had some Nixies that I'd gotten from Lubed previously. I didn't love the way they felt. And so Masters said he could hook me up and fix these, so. Somehow forgot to order Dark Kaiju, so I DM'd Mike and had him set aside one for me because I think it's going to sell it very quickly. Oh yeah, I have no doubt. Isn't that nice to just, like, know people in places of authority? Which I'm also excited about, because I know that the new artifact board is going to be available soon, I think, or because Novel Keys is vending it in the US at least. And I need to remind Mike that he said that he would send me one of the prototypes to stream. So it is nice to know people. Noah, I hardly know her. Yeah, very nice little note. So it is nice to have local keyboard friends, I'll tell you that. So I did test these out tightly, and I'm excited to give these a go. I also got I did get another hot swap PCB for this, as well as a solder PCB. So maybe we'll do some soldering when I actually rebuild that with Gorp. But that won't be until next week at the earliest. But next week might be... Yeah, solder. I've actually got my soldering stuff right here because I've been practicing on a little kit that my partner got for me, which is like a little Simon game, like a memory game. And so I tested out all my equipment and did a little bit of work on this. I mean, they're really only the one bit, but you can see I put in a diode and was just testing everything. And I also had like a little dummy PCB I've been practicing on a little bit as well. So it is not Gorpin time yet. It's on its way. Today's going to be Windbreaker. The next stream we might actually be using Kaiju. Because I have a silver Neo Ergo, and I want to do kind of a half Mecha Kaiju and half Dark Kaiju build. Maybe with like Gat Laranges or something. So that'll probably be coming up. Do kind of a fun split personality kaiju thing. But yeah, today's Windbreaker. But also I wanted to show off some interesting stuff first. So let's see. Shark! Hold on, let me turn this off. Shark, shark, shark. Welcome. How was the soldering? I saw a little bit of it. It looked like it was going very smoothly. Soldered successfully. Yes. Hello, Barraguda. And Nav. Special K-Tech, welcome. Hello, hello, everybody. Yes, Analog Dreams, which is a great match for the L9 top on the F1 8X V2 Classic. Here in time for Windbreaker? Yeah, we've barely gotten going, so just been yapping so far. Hey, I know that guy. Yes, Reloaded was streaming an F1 build earlier today, which was very beautiful. I want to get a look at those, get my hands on some of those HMX Martini switches you were using. They look really nice. But I need to add Reloaded to... Oh, no, I did add Reloaded to the shout-out thing. Awesome. I thought so. I thought so. All right. But that coaster looks dope. Thank you. This is a Max Voltar and Salvin original that they worked on together. I've got another one, too, that is a smoky polycarbonate. I think they called these like the launch pad or something. Thanks for the follow, Mikey. Appreciate it. Got Windbreaker today as well. Excited to put on something. Yeah, I haven't even taken the plastic wrap off yet, so we'll see. We'll see how it is. Would love if Analog Dreams had a mods kit with the same color as the alphas. Oh, that'd be interesting. So like using the beige, the L9 beige. So you could just kind of get a straight beige look if you wanted to. I've got some cool burl coasters I should send when you're right. Ooh, yes, please. Analog beige. Send it to Chris. She would love it. Loves beige. Beige nightmare. Isn't that all beige? That's kind of redundant. I'm just kidding. I actually love beige. I need to figure out what I'm going to put the swag keys beige on next, because I put it on a client build and took it off because it's not my board. I need to figure out what I'm going to put it on next because it's so lovely. Am I allowed to post links? Yeah, go for it. GMK Hander beige. So is it like Handerbite, but not? Oh, I see. So it has the Handerbite colored legends. Interesting. That's kind of cute. Speaking of things we did want to look at, Wind Beige or Beige Breaker. One set that I'm really looking forward to that is already out in Group Buy right now is DCS Solar Green, which is so lovely. It's based on, the IDE theme of the similar name, Solarized. And it is currently running at Bowl, at least in the US. I don't know if he mentions any other... Oh, here we go. And if you're elsewhere, Delta Key in the EU, Gion in Korea, Prototypist, Pantheon, Keeps and Cables, Yushikobo, and Typist Club. Yeah, it is real pretty. And I don't honestly have many green sets. I have Botanical. This would look good on your Unicorn. It's in Group Buy right now. A lot of kitting options. So this is the base. And I like that they're doing the price breakdown thing again. That they've done with other bowl stuff that bowl has vended in the past, where as the order quantity goes up, it's going to get cheaper for everybody. Numpad, LED like shine through caps, windowed caps, macro, 6.25U, which is interesting that that's its own kit. I don't know that I've seen that done before. And then some 40s options as well. That actually looks so good. Yeah. Oh, I missed some stuff. What's going on here? What did I show off? Oh, the pullers. Yeah. Oh, you were at the meetup as well, Barraguda. Very cool. Yeah, I was there. I showed off the couple. Yeah, I'll show them off again. A couple of the pullers that I got from Reggie at the meetup. I mean, Snakewood is very cool, but I vary between my love of these because I love the spalting on this one as well. So much in there. Woo! So good. Yes, they're very good. Hydrate. Oh, all right. I'll hydrate again. This is a blood orange punch that I made, which is it's mostly orange juice, blood oranges. I juiced like 13 of them or something like that for this, and then it is some other fun ingredients as well. And then you mix it with Prosecco. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. It's very good. I've been getting more into batch cocktail making recently, especially for like when we have friends over for games or D&D and stuff, and then I don't have to be running. I enjoy running off and making drinks for people, but then I can also like have something ready to go, and I'm not like in the kitchen alone doing stuff while everyone else is playing games as much. Let's see. Let's get back to it. So yeah, I think this is only running through this one. Oh, there's even more kits. I forgot. There's a battleship, R3 up arrow. So if you're doing like a cross arrow situation, extra bars, Vim, and the Rizster, which makes sense since this is a no numbers set if you're in their Discord at all. But very aesthetic and tasty looking. Thank you. Juicing a pineapple is better than buying pineapple juice. I have no doubt. There's no pineapple in this one, though. Although I have been making some more pineapple-based things recently in like some tiki stuff. But batch cocktails are dangerous for me because it's a lot like cold brew. The amount I can drink is exactly equal to the amount of... Yeah, exactly. It is dangerous. Thankfully, that's why I make it when there's a group. And then hopefully they will drink most of it. Which takes me to my next point. The Battleship keyboard, which you can see this render of here that Bowl has been working on, which is really fun to see. He's been doing a lot of live design streams of this. Have to run to a meeting. Good luck with your stream. Oh, thank you, Barraguda. Have fun at your meeting if it's possible. Hopefully it's productive for you. Thank you for coming. Always so fascinated by the amount of child kits for some of the DCS stuff. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have insight into... Oh, maybe Shark does, because Shark actually designs keycap sets. Of like what goes into a lot of the pricing and quoting for signature plastics. I don't know if it's been more beneficial to break stuff up this way or what. But anyway, yeah, it is interesting. But the Battleship stuff has been really fun to watch. I'd be interested to see how that board goes. Just like the giant like double F row at the top is so nuts. I kind of love it. If it does come to fruition, I think this would be... It wouldn't be, accurate in the typical sense, but it'd be really fun to do like a macro data refinement version of this. Because it kind of feels spiritually related to a lot of the tech that is in Severance and stuff like that. It's really up to the designer and vendor, but generally if you can break things off into smaller kits, it can be beneficial in pricing, because then you're not adding something to a base kit that many don't want or need. Yeah, I mean, that totally makes sense. I guess the trade-off is that then you end up with more SKUs and stuff, but if it means a keycap set's going to get made, then maybe that's a good trade-off. You do run the risk of not meeting MOQ for smaller niche kits. Yeah, for sure. Well, I remember that with like watching DCS UFO And watching the charts, because they were like charting the whole thing of showing how each kit was doing and their different MOQs per kit and all that kind of stuff. It was really interesting. This board looks dope. It does. You should watch some of Bowl's design streams, as he's been actually live designing this. It's been really cool. Let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Wilson Shark is here. Let's talk about Grass Valley. That's on the list. He's so fast with it, unbelievable. Yeah, I mean, you can tell like all of the training and work that's, I mean, like his experience is very visible with just how quickly and how well he knows his tools. When you mentioned Solarized, you brought me back to my first Chase set, which also had a Solarized variant, but oh, very nice. So this is a set that Shark is working on, which is pretty cool. Here, let me make this bigger. It is based on an old, like, video editing keyboard. Is that right? There's a lot more information in Shark's Discord. And there's also an IC for this, which maybe I'll just throw into the chat here. If this works. If you want to see. Hello, Connie. Welcome back. I think my music stopped. Hold, please. There we go. Yeah, I like this a lot. I think it is very cool. I mean, it reminds me of some of the Keycap Vomit that I've done recently from SP grab bags, but much more tasteful because there's a logic to how it's laid out because it's based on an actual thing that had a purpose. But I just threw the EC into chat, or the IC. I think it's very early days, but it's interesting stuff. Oh, more chats. Hold on. And Shark, yes. Oh, all right. See you, Reggie. Thank you very much. And thank you for the gifted subs. I hope to see you again soon. Love retro throwback keycaps. Yes. You gotta go too. Oh, it's midnight. Yeah, you should. Thank you for coming, Mango. I really appreciate it. But yes, Germany time. A little bit ahead. Have fun. Get some good sleep. Thank you. But yes, go fill out this IC. Tell Shark how much you like it. I think that would be super fun. Let's see what else we got. Oh, speaking of severance and stuff, there's also an interest check out from just last month for an MT new version of Dasher, which is hot. I love it. I do have, SA macro data refinement, but if there was, I feel like I would be much more apt to use MT new than SA. I like SA. It does wear me out pretty fast just because of the height. But I would be very interested to see this come to fruition because it's even got like the novelties that are in SA macro data refinement, but there's also some other stuff like locked in, can't leave, the clock, like break escape, fun stuff like that are also in the mix. Also these little pixely faces, which I'm not 100% sure why those are included. Please post a link to Dasher. Sure. This is in a really great, and maybe some of y'all are already familiar with this. It only came to my attention recently, but there's a whole internet like a keyboard forum website called Keep Talk that's been around since like 2018. But I only recently became aware of it and have really been enjoying it because it isn't Discord. It's like an actual website and you can search on it, and it's like like a forum, like from the olden days, as we say. And it's very refreshing to use. So I've been in there a lot more over the past few days and posted some stuff and liking and replying and all of that. So I highly recommend getting into Keep Talk if you're not. It's a breath of fresh air compared to a lot of Discords or Geek Hack or Reddit and stuff like that. It's been very encouraging and pleasant to be in, and I'm looking forward to checking more stuff out there. Oh, I missed another thing from Shark. I'm planning to do a small group buy in April. Oh, is that for Grass Valley? Just a little group buy. That is awesome. I will try. I mean, April, I will have more hobby money in April, so that's great. I will try to jump in. I will set aside some pennies. Unfortunately, March is pretty much shot for me as far as hobby stuff goes. But let's see, what else did I want to talk about? Gambit is interesting. This was just kind of an interesting little thing that I know some people have already seen. But it's basically like an add-on kit in some stock GMK colors so that you can like add chess pieces, which is kind of cute. It'd be really fun for like macro columns or even that like battleship kind of thing and that kind of stuff. Yeah, Gambit's so silly. I love it. I think it's really cute. And I like the attention to detail as an icon designer myself. The attention to offering outlined and filled versions of these, I think, is great because that will vary depending on the aesthetic of whatever you're doing. Well, thank you for following. Another Mikey, hello. We're lousy with Mikeys here today. That's fantastic. Yeah, and the desk pad, that's a chessboard that you could play with the keycaps if you wanted to. I think it's so silly. I love it. It's cute. And then I think I know this has already been shown off in a lot of other streams and places so far, but I hadn't streamed since this was kind of released. But kind of the roadmap for the upcoming double shot ABS swag keys, or swag sets. Excuse me. Because like Beige and Euler and Nimbus and Rubber have all kind of either happened or in progress. I think Euler just went live on Divinity. But some really fun stuff coming up. Some pretty straightforward stuff, but it's probably good to get the, like there's Wob and Bolch, which is kind of like a Dolch with blue, which, whatever. But there's some fun bits and pieces, like as a former print designer, seeing pre-press, including like some of these had like registration marks and all that kind of stuff kind of lined up in there. Was kind of cute. I think that one of the ones that everyone's most looking forward to though is where is it? Oh no, where did ferrofluid go? Last time I looked at this page, ferrofluid was on here. Has it been shunted? Does anybody know? I haven't watched a Manu stream recently, so I don't know if something changed with ferrofluid. Thoughts on the roadmap? Well, the one I was most looking forward to is gone now. So that's my thought on the roadmap. It's in Q2? No. Unless I have a filter turned on. I do. Never mind. Notion sucks ass. So I'll just say. I hate Notion so much. I don't know how that filter got turned on. Thank you for using your eyeballs. Yes, I do like some of the stuff that's like, yeah, ferrofluid is one that I'm really looking forward to coming up. Skeleton looks fun. I do like some of the Midnight Rainbow and rainbowy sets. Although, I mean, we have an idea of what that will be like, even though they don't have the render in here. Euler's on your radar. I don't need a set that is black and gray. But I mean, I can appreciate it. I do have a Euler novelty in cherry, but Do you like it, the renders I did for Euler? These are very good renders, if these are yours. Those are fantastic. Like doing the books and stuff? I've seen so many renders of, you know, like this will just look a little bit more plasticky, but those are really good. Very good. I don't care about the set, but the renders are lovely. Well, thanks for the resub, Frederick. I already have black and gray sets that I don't use, so I don't need Euler in my life right now. They were saying Bolch is next. Yeah, again, not a set I need in my life, but yeah, cool stuff coming up. I'll be interested to see as it continues to advance. Why are these filters on? Is that like the default setting for these when you load the page? That's not helpful. It's not helpful. But anyway, cool stuff. Cool stuff. But anyway, let's get into today's actual build. Yeah, those are really good renders. Well done. I bet Euler would look really good on silver though. But I don't know. I've been on a color kick. So let's see. Let's dig in, shall we? Need to think if I've got any other bits and bobs around here. Now that we've yapped a half hour away. Let's see. Want Grass Valley on my Smurf 80? Ooh, now that would look real good. Oh, I didn't get a picture of it, but I saw somewhere else that somebody, I don't know if it was a rendering or just a prototype of a polycarbonate Smurf 80. And it was so pretty. Whew. I don't know if they would actually make one available. I was like, I kind of left the Smurf just because I've already got, you know, some plastic boards. I didn't need it in my life, and also was not a huge fan of like when Alex took his apart and how like foam was glued to it and stuff. But a polycarbonate one would be pretty cool. If you could do a digital library forever. I'm not surprised doing it for us to be seen. It's amazing. They will be releasing it. They might get me. They might get me with that one. Because as you'll see, I do love polycarbonate boards because we are going to be building with one today. A little, I wouldn't call it a blast from the past because it's not that long ago, honestly. Question for the chat. Is Protozoa closed? Ecto is winding down Protozoa. They are not going to be doing business as a vendor anymore. I think he wants to go back to focusing on designing, but actually vending stuff kind of got away from him, I think, and he doesn't want to do that anymore. So, was there something you were looking for at Protozoa? Can I cancel my Smurf? Yeah, they're done. Like, for example, Protozoa was a vendor for the Event Horizon, and they are transferring all of their like North American orders over to Jay at Prototypist. So they're kind of cleaning house a bit. The PAL, yeah, I know. There are a few things I want. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think so. I mean, they may have still some stock, but I would probably reach out to them in Discord. I think Sailor is their counterpart in the US. So I try to reach out to Sailor potentially in the Protozoa Discord and see if things are actually moving or in stock for US customers. They do have some cool stuff. They did. I mean, I liked my foundation. Still like the foundation. I've got a Strata that I'm probably going to sell, but yeah, they had a good thing going. Yeah, I'd be very wary of buying stuff without checking if anyone's shipping stuff. Exactly. Yeah, I would reach out to them directly and be like, hey, if I buy something, one, is it actually in stock for real? And two, are you shipping things currently? Would be worth checking. But I think Sailor is still pretty respondent when people are reaching out. So, speaking of things that aren't around anymore, our good friends Parallel. They do not exist anymore, sadly. But I was able to get an array back when they were a thing a few years ago. Yeah, of course, Frederick. Speaking of the PAL, I haven't checked the Discord drama in a couple months. I bet it's stacking up. Stacking up. Oh, hold on. What is this about? Okay. We got a severe thunderstorm watch I just got a notice about. So, here is our board for today. Speaking of polycarbonate. A lovely polycarbonate parallel array. It's an O-ring board. And it has a lovely rainbow PVD accent in the back. And a rainbow PVD weight. So I did have to dig this out because it was stored away for a while. And I thought this would be a perfect match to go with Windbreaker today. Because you don't really want a board necessarily that's competing with something as colorful as that. And we can show it off. But I'll have a little touch with the rainbow. So this has also been just like sitting for a while. So I'll need to do some cleanup on this. Got some ancient TX stabs in here that I will might try to clean. I might just replace wholesale with some cherry stabs. Since this is an O-ring board, we'll need clip-ins. And then it has an FR4 plate with some nice little parallel logo cutouts. Have to go. Have a great stream. Thank you for stopping by, Mikey. I really appreciate it. Holy shit, they actually posted photos of the PAL from the factory on January 30th, though. It might be alive yet. There you go. There is hope, potentially. So let's see. We'll dig into this, and then we will actually crack open the keycaps and see how they are faring. Yeah, these are old and a little bit goopy. I kind of wanted to try cherry as well because I, believe it or not, have never used cherry stabs before. And I got some with Geon wires. And I looked up which parts to cut off in the whole thing, so might give it a try. And other things I haven't tried yet. I also bought a Dynacap plate today. I was able to get in on the big Dynacap restock that just happened with all the new dry lubed parts. So I went ahead and bought I have to remember if I can get the terminology right because they just changed what these terms mean. There used to be bundles, which were based on kind of generic layouts, and then Dynapacks, which were like a kit for specific boards. But now I think Dynapack is just like a set of parts. So I got the Dynapack for like a generic 60% and then with a TKL add-on. So my plan is to, as soon as Canon Keys restocks their EC PCBs, is to do an EC Dynacap conversion of the classic TKL. All I will need now is the PCB, because I got a using the plate generator and converter tools. I'm getting a brass 1.5 mil plate from Hype in Canada, Tom over at Hype. And then I got all the EC parts coming, and I've got 3 different classic TKLs. So my idea is to use the Proto Yellow one, which is like one of the early edition one, and do a little EC conversion, because I think those EC PCBs have a breakaway daughter board and a JST connection, so then I can just connect it as expected. So here's hoping at some point in the next few months, depending on when those PCBs restock, I will begin my journey into EC boards. So we'll see. Which is why I'm wearing my Dynacap shirt today. So let's see. Let's get out our cherry stabilizers. And maybe... I don't really have a thing to put this in. I'll just use an old tissue, I guess. Some of these old stabs, just in case I want to resuscitate them. I thought we might get to a little bit of soldering later with one of these kits, but I think I did too much yapping at the beginning. So these are Geon wires, the Geon balanced wires I got with the cherry stabs from Divinity. You know. All right, so gotta do some leg trimming here. So we will need backspace, enter, spacebar, and left shift. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sets. I like to talk about my hobbies. All right, so let me get my little stem holder here. Make sure I'm trimming off the correct things. So I want to make sure I get these 2 little legs off. And then a video that I was watching about this also recommended, so we have like these little legs right here that we're going to trim. But they also recommended trimming a tiny bit off of these as well, the other 2. Just a tiny bit. Not so much that it comes out of the housing entirely, but like there were 2 different ones I was saying that recommended that because it would reduce scratch in the housing. But I've never heard anybody else talk about doing that. And you haven't either, Masters. Interesting. I might just go like not do that and just trim the other 2 legs as usual and see how that goes. I'm a little nervous about this. Oh, wow, that came right off. I don't know where that went. There we go. Easy. He was also like shaving them with an X-Acto knife, and I think maybe he didn't know what he was talking about 100%. All right, well, there's one trimmed. Yeah, I'm going to find like little stab bits months from now in little corners of my office when I'm sweeping. Whoop, that one flew straight up in the air and hit me in the head. I'm so glad I got these little cutters. They've been super handy. There we go. That's a little extra I do take care to make sure they're flat on the bottom. Yeah. Yeah, I know that would be important for sure, but hopefully they just don't go in the drink is all. That one didn't quite work. Come on now. I feel like I've watched this video you were talking about now that I think about it. Oh, yeah? Was the camera work atrocious? Because that might have been part of the same thing. Yep. Okay. Yeah, very well may have been. Because I specifically was searching for, like, cherry stabilizers, modding, you know, that kind of thing. I'm running this kid is overcooked. Yep, I think it was probably the same then. So then I just, like, looked for other more experienced build videos where people were using cherry stabs. Like the board that Evan just did for me, which should be arriving tomorrow. My DNWorks 7 should be back. And I'm excited to type on it. He did a little video and sound test on Instagram, which was very nice. Had some nice things to say about my keycap and switch choices, which I really appreciated. And he did a fantastic job building it too, because that board was a beast to figure out with the dual O-rings. So I appreciate him taking on that challenge. We both got the vinyl treatment? Yes. There we go. All right, last one. Check on something here. Okay. I thought it was giving me a warning, but I think it's okay. The bitrate thing. I might need to like shake out my F1 after this to make sure nothing flew down into the into the interior. All right, I think we are good. Let's get some of these bits all together. Actually, let me see. Anything in there? No, I think we're okay. If so, I'll find out for sure when I rebuild this for Gorp. If any stab bits went in there. Let's throw these in the bin over here. All right. Let's get out. All right, Krytox. usually like press on the stem leg with the tip of my finger to try and block it from going flying. Doesn't always work. Yeah. I was trying to angle it down so it would fly into the paper towel, but that still didn't work. Oh, there's some hiding under the PCB. Oh yeah, I can see some on the floor right now. That went flying. Do you like using those lube pens? I have never used a lube pen. I mean, I did order some with my Dynacap parts, so I will give them a go. But I have yet to try them. Although with the this latest batch of Dynacap parts use a dry lube for parts of it at least, so I won't need to be using much on those, from what I understand. Because you don't want to be putting wet lube over your dry lube. Have you used them, Fetty? Also, do you like switch lube trays? I have yet to lube switches. Well, that's not true. I did it once. And I do have a little tray from that. But I would say Masters would be the one to ask about switch lubing, because he actually just modded a bunch for me and is more well versed in the process. Yeah, switch lubing was a part of the hobby I discovered that I do not enjoy. So I am more than happy to have others do that on my behalf. You know, one of the next builds we'll be doing, well, actually with a bunch of switches that Masters lubed for me. I can imagine they come in really handy when you're doing a big batch. I have just like a tiny one. I think they could only hold like 30 at a time or something like that. But have not used it beyond that first time. It's more so for me keeping track of where I am. You could def get by without them. It's easier for me to go one step at a time with all of them rather than doing a whole switch before moving on to the next. Yeah. I mean, that makes perfect sense to me, is to kind of assembly line the process. So then you can kind of get into a flow state. Hello, Dad. Welcome. Haven't gotten anything super exciting yet. Just finishing up some stabilizers. Missed the start of the stream when you were talking about Discord. Did you say you were starting one? I'm considering it. I mean, I have one that I've had for a while, but it's just kind of been sitting empty. But I've been tweaking it more over the last week or so and seeing if I did want to start a Discord, what would it be? What would it have? That sort of thing. So I've been playing around with it. Just kind of fun just to tinker with all of the different setups and permissions and roles and stuff, though, a little bit. Integration stuff. A little bit. So there is not a Discord yet, publicly. But so we'll see. The main thing I would need to consider is just like, is it just to have one, or is there an actual purpose? Because I don't know that there'd be much of a purpose for it. So, not allowed to join. That's true. One of the rules, we already talked about, one of the rules is be nice to Mango. The other rule is you must not be Elquan. No, that's not true. We're going to do ID verification to prove. You have to agree to be nice to Mango. Exactly. If you cannot agree to that rule, then you're out of luck. No red keyboards. Huh? It'd be good for stream pings. I'd like to know when you're live. Oh, that's true. I mean, I do have that. And like some basic chatting stuff, or like, I really like what a lot of servers have been doing recently about like showing interesting group buys and interest checks and stuff. I like having that kind of stuff shown up, or like pulling in restock info from other servers and stuff like that. Just kind of a hub. But yeah, I guess it'd be more useful if I ever became like an affiliate with anybody or something, and there was like codes and whatever available and that kind of thing too. But no purpose Discords are probably the most fun you can have. That is an excellent point. That is true. It's fun to just have a little place to shoot the shit, you know. So I need to maybe we'll do a little test project, a pilot project. Let's see. Let's do a 7, and then 3 2Us, right? Yes. Hello, marshmallows. Oh yeah, we're breaking wind, all right. Welcome. I need to set up a shout out reaction for you. I did not get around to that. Welcome, marshmallows. Everyone's a fan. What is happening here? There we go. Like a dummy, I put in the stems backwards. But, first time with cherries. What are you going to do? Can I ask Brown Shark, Naveed? Anyone else join forces like a Power Rangers, form one mega Discord? I mean, if I don't have to do something myself, absolutely. Let's chat about it. Send me a DM. Used to be Keeb Life. Yeah, I don't pop into Keeb Life much. I am in there, but I would love to join Powers. But we can for sure chat. All right, let's get this side sauced up here. So would KeyBlife kind of handle like stream pings for a group and general info stuff like that? I think I've seen channels in there to that effect. I don't really have a main keyboard Discord. A lot of them are too active for me to have notifs on, and I have so many of them in a folder I don't think to check them out. Yeah, I'm in a lot of them, but I'd moved the ones to the top that I actually check a lot. So that's like Ep Server, the Criscord, Mango Pit, the Nav Cluster, Shark Server. Like there's a few that have kind of gotten at the top. Easier to just DM. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, that's easier to just DM me than that's true. I feel like we have our own little like 2-person keyboard server. Very true. And honestly, one of the things that has stopped me the most from actually getting one off the ground is like I need a punny name, and it hasn't really happened yet. My Discord list has escalated quickly the past few weeks. Oh, I bet. It's easy to get out of hand. A lot of them that I just mute and like pop in for announcements and stuff sometimes. Or, you know, to my shame, I just use them for the self-promo channel when I'm streaming. Ugh, which may be a little bit icky because I'm not actually participating in the communities, but jabronis? It's not bad. It's not bad. It's currently, my server currently has the name Small Yay, like Y-A-Y, because it was originally going to be a design-focused server about iconography, because in most places online, I refer to myself as an icon sommelier, as in, you know, like someone who pairs wine with food, because I would pair icons with interfaces and other things in my work. And so I've started to call myself a keyboard sommelier as well, and helping people figure things out and like pairing keycaps with boards and stuff. And so small yay kind of sounds like sommelier, and icons are small and keycap parts are small. But anyway. Ishtar round 2 is real. It's happening. Oh, you see the vision? Yeah, it's a bit of a stretch. But it was better when it was just going to be design icon related at the time. But then it never happened, and it was just me in there. So let's continue. I'll keep some of this stuff handy just in case I have issues with these stabs that I've never tried before. Actually, let me grab something here. I want to set up one thing in Streamlabs. Spaghetti and meatballs or soup with veggies? Are those the dinner options tonight, Frederick? It might depend on the what the veggies are in that soup. Because I feel like that can make or break a veggie soup depending on what's in there. Preferences. Let's see. We'll add. Let's edit this and copy this. Spaghetti and meatballs with a side of veggie soup. Peppers and onions with the soup. I mean, yeah, that could work. I guess it depends on like, what kind of base are we talking about? Is this like a cream base? Is it more of a broth, like a clearer broth base? Is it a veggie stew? That might influence my opinion. Let's see. Add this, add this, add this, and add this. There we go. Created a new shout out. That's done. That would be cool. I think you guys would dominate, fight off evil invaders. You could also wear matching colored suits, liquid and blue. I mean, I do have blue eyes. Blue does well on me. Is there a link? Oh yeah, I'd be interested in seeing that. Could pop that open in here too. Ishtar. 6 years, wow. Wow, I haven't heard of Mekibo in a while. Or I haven't visited them in a while, I guess. Oh, I thought it was a board. Oh, no, yeah, the Keycaps set. Nice. Ooh, it's a cool desk mat. Yeah, the black with the red legends is pretty cool. Goes on red boards. Yeah, that is nice. I like the yellow accents. Shocker. Maybe I'll sound dumb for this. Is Ishtar based on something? Like a property? Or inspired by something? With all the distractions tonight, we should have a poll to see if Jonas completes the build during the stream. I will. Oh, it's an anime? Okay. I figured as much. Because whenever I hear Ishtar, all I can think of is the Ishtar Collective from Destiny. That's what I think of. So I was like, I don't think this is a Destiny board. I can hear a little bit of that cherry scratch in there. Interesting. Love the cherry stabs are a little scratchy. I mean, that's part of the charm, right? Oh, hold on. There we go. I like that set. It's like GMK Demonic and LEZs, yep, combined. Sold. Has anyone made a Full Metal Alchemist inspired set? Because I would buy that in a heartbeat. With like transmutation circles on it and stuff. That'd be rad. All right. Let's put the plate on and test just to see how these are so far. So, to be extra shiny, colory fun, I thought I might give these a go. They look a lot like the Sugar Rushes we built with previously, but these are BSUN Melodies. They are a redo of the Aphelion Melodies that Punkshoe designed. But I feel like they would go really well. Full Metal Alchemist keycaps? Well, okay. There are some artisans there that are interesting. But I was thinking more of like a high-end set. But that's fair. I did not specify. There are a few cute ones like there with the blood seal, the family crest. Oh no, no. Oh, there's one that's heartbreaking. Especially. Okay, I can't look at those. It's gonna make me too sad or have to rewatch Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood again. Can we have some 80s movies inspired sets? Where's my Scarface? Would that just be like a pile of cocaine? Let me get this in here. Yes, it's the dog. Exactly. Ah, no. A little chimera. Not the dog, I know. So sad. So, to actually test out the stabs, let's go ahead and crack out these keys that we're going to need. Oh, my music's done. I didn't even notice. Each keycap is white with blood splatters on some of them. Scarface. Yeah. Let's go with... Let's skip ahead a little bit. There we go. So, let's get into some Windbreaker. Oh, here it is. Oh, piece of stabilizer. Where is... There it is. IC writes itself. Let's get this here. Let's get a little bit of slack. Brand fresh. That brand new GMK smell. I've been brainstorming a keycap set done after the Pink Pig racing livery with the cut lines being die sub. Oh. Is this racing as in like F1 racing? Or is this like horse jockeys? I don't know that I'm familiar. I thought of horse jockeys first because I lived in Kentucky for like 10 years. Let's see. Oh, that's fun. So it's like a butcher diagram. That's fun. Schinken, Schwanz, Haxen, or Lappen. That's fun. Windbreaker, welcome, Chris. You're here just in time, actually. We just took the plastic wrap off. Does anyone want to gamble on this? We're about to break some wind. All right, let me remember how to do this. Prediction. Let's say... Oh, we already still have it in here last time. Will the keycaps be fucked? You were lurking the whole time. You just popped out of the woodwork for this until Windbreaker appears. So we need to determine ahead of time what constitutes being messed up. Is it if things are slightly ajar, or is it like completely upside down and all that? What do we think? Upside down? Yeah. I think if you know, if things are slightly askew, it's fine. But I'm gonna agree that like if stuff is like completely flipped, then it's messed up. So sideways or more. Interesting. Okay, yeah, I can get behind that. So we're talking like 90-degree rotation plus, include on any axis. Okay, let's do it. And this will cover both trays, top and bottom. So let's see. I think I just need to... Okay, yeah, so we do... We'll have that run for like 2 minutes. There we go. Put in your predictions, and I will hold off I'll put in a couple more switches just for stability while we 20 versus 5K. I can predict on my own thing. That's funny. Actually never had the bottom tray be messed up. I think maybe I've only noticed it once. I'm choosing to believe. Don't mind me, GMK. And this is one of the newer sets, so I imagine it'll also come with like the little card of authenticity or whatever type of thing. Which I haven't had in a set yet. Hydrate. All right, I've got a little bit of my blood orange punch left here. Thank you, Chris. In other news, some PCBs came in that my friend sent for the F1. Oh, very cool. Yeah, I just got a new one as well. A new hot swap PCB for my F1. Okay, Rich. Someone vote our odds are terrible. It's still going. Got some H87. Nice. Yeah, I just got from Divinity the Nova 84. So another nice hot swap option, but this is a 7U bottom row. And it has per key LED on the top, so I could use some like shine through caps. Which I'm excited to. But I've also got a one of the raw solder PCBs as well. With your one at the moment, yeah. Yeah, mine has just underglow LEDs. So I just turned those off. Currently in this one. All right. So the thing ends. How do I do this? Oh yeah. So before we can't do it, we have to actually look inside. I'm a professional streamer. Here we go. Never been opened. You all saw me take the plastic off. Windbreaker. Ooh, these little cards are so cool. Windbreaker. Ooh, and it's got the our little sparkle seal here. Yeah. Dankeschön. Truly grateful you chose GMK and honored to have you as part of our community. This premium product was created with exceptional attention to detail, bringing quality and precision to your setup. Being part of your journey means the world to us, your GMK team. What lens do I have? It is whatever the kit lens was with the Sony, an 18 or a 16 to 50 zoom lens. This is a Sony a6000. It's whatever the kit lens for that was. I got it used. Oh no, this is a 6400. It's still the kit lens though. The 6000 is the face cam. And that also is just the kit lens that came with it. Yeah, it has served, both have served me extremely well. All right, are we ready? Here we go. Top row looking good. Here, let's zoom in. Second row. Good. Oh, I think we're okay. We're okay. Oh, still okay. It's a little rumpled. Good. 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 Okay. Tray one. There's a little bit of rumpling here. Nothing has rotated even as far as 45 degrees. Let's see what the second tray has. Okay. Good. 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 It's good. Keycaps. Not fucked. All right, how do I do this? Choose outcome. There we go. Prediction result is no. I know, right? These must not... They fooled me with the card, but these can't be real GMK keycaps. Wait, I voted no. Yeah, you did it. You're freaking me out. This is GMK Windbuster. Man, these are gorgeous. I have the novelties as well. But we're not voting on that. So these colors are so good. Just gonna reorient here slightly. Oh, those are beautiful. Yeah, I was like, wait, did I vote wrong? All right, so let's just throw on some to test these stabs real quick. So we'll need a 7U, which is down here. And backspace, enter. Well, actually, oh, I left that over there. My beautiful novelties. I might have to do an ISO build of this just sometime just to use the water gun. So nice. That payout was so puny. What did it come out to? It didn't tell me. Put in 5K, got like 5,500. You know. Maybe this will teach you not to gamble. Whatever. Man, this is so nice. So pretty. Actually, I'm running out of space here. Let's put these here. So, and a left shift. I do need that. These are fun with these switches too. Oh, here we go. I can see the details. Oh yeah, 6,020 go to Master's Bedroom and Shark. Oh, that's funny. Yeah, it's got that scratch. Got a little bit of a tick over there. That might be something I need to fix off stream. Let's see. Okay. Can't say I love the scratch, but we'll see, how the acoustic properties shake out once we've actually put it all together. Let's get the rest of these in. Perhaps in context, it will be quite nice. Believe in the scratch. All right. Just for you, I will. I should put this back in just for stability's sake. 117 channel points. 17 payout for 5K might be the worst Twitch bet I've ever received. Oh, that's really funny. We'll try it again when we build with Kaiju. Or when we do the Dark Kaiju build. Alright, dismiss that. It keeps flashing the prediction results across my chat, and I'm like, I don't need to see this anymore. You got 3? Don't spend them all in one place. Actually, you do have to spend them all in one place. You have to spend them here, because they're my channel points. check to see how the weather's doing. Just a little bit windy. I don't think we're getting as much of a storm yet as they've predicted. This way. Why is it getting cold again this week? Yeah, it's supposed to. There's a chance of high winds and a low chance of like hail and stuff, I think, potentially tonight into tomorrow. But yeah, then it's gonna drop. The temperature's gonna drop again. Unfortunately. Yesterday was beautiful. We went out to get dinner at one of our favorite pizza places. Got to sit outside so our kid could run around, burn off some energy, which was very nice. I'm sure it'll turn nice just in time for me to go on my trips to warmer places that are coming up. Because I'm going to Arkansas for work and then going to Florida for a family trip. Back to back in April. Alrighty. If you ever come to the Bay Area, let me know. We should grab lunch. Yeah, I'd love to. I haven't been to the Bay. I assume you mean like San Francisco. I was last there for a design conference in 23 and 24. I went to Config, which is Figma's big design conference. I spoke there in 23 and then was exhibiting a project there in 24. I haven't been back since. But I love the Bay Area. Oh, near San Jose? Yeah. I've been there for work too. All right. Get our O-ring. Oops, come on. Why is that one going in so far on this side? I don't remember that happening last time. It's kind of sinking in a lot here on the side. I wonder if the friction fit will still work. I guess we do get more of that friction here by wrapping around the breaker here. Oh yeah, it does wedge up in there, doesn't it? It's been a while since I built this one. Can use a little pull here. It does wedge up a lot right there. Gonna have to poke it down in there, I guess. Let me use something that won't cause a problem. down in there. So let me see. I think I'm going to double check that I always have to second guess myself around whether I did the correct size of stuff for a 7U. Okay, good. I did. Bottom row, switch positions. Always mess me up slightly. Even to this day, we've got some lovely... Be nice to use some of these for the column. Come off around the bottom. Oh no, now the keycaps are fucked. So we can also do a WASD in orange, which might be kind of fun to do. The ISO novelty is fun. It is so fun. I wish there was something comparable for the ANSI enter, but you know what? Whatever. There's an interesting little bit of wobble to it, only because it's not, the O-ring is not providing as much tension on this left side as it is meant to, I'm pretty sure, because it's kind of sinking in. And I don't know if cherry stab housings are narrower than some others, and maybe that isn't pushing on the O-ring, pushing the O-ring out as much as it may from a different... No, not really. Interesting. I don't remember that happening last time. Hello, Wobbly. Thanks for the follow. Appreciate that. Welcome. You're just to the good part. So I think, are these both row 4? Yeah. Can use these as one of these as like a little function. We've got our arrows. Let's get those out of here. Now I'll have to debate between taking this or my 7 to my co-working space this week, because they'll both. Nice. The lightning is really starting to show up downtown. Oh, is it? I can start to hear some of the thunder now. So hopefully, I mean, we only have 20 some minutes left anyway, so hopefully we won't lose power or anything. Although I might check my solar right now. We have ours set up to automatically do... I gotta close my windows? Yeah, that's a good idea. Oh, good. Storm alert is on. So we have our system, because we have solar panels with a battery backup. And so we have it set to whenever there's a severe weather alert in our area, it automatically charges the battery to full and keeps it at full for a power outage. So I was just double checking that it actually did, and it did. We're up to about 98% in the battery right now, so that is good. Let's see, I think we got... Maybe we'll do... I guess these are, if we're going by color, I guess these would be considered control, technically. Right? because they're the same color and legend as control. So if maybe it should go there. Perhaps. Or I could do one on each side. What is the function normally? Green? Woo! And then these are orange. Oh, we've got like the tickets. Like the ticket torn in half, so you could do one on either side. That's cute. So we'll do that there. There isn't really a blue for alt, is there? So in that case, let's make this the function. And we'll go with the blue and purple alts. Or the alt, I should say. Oh, those blues are a little bit different, but not too different. And then we'll go with control over there. We'll need a smaller shift. Really windy out there? Yeah, it's really windy. It's supposed to be really windy. And stepped caps. That's a little more wobbly. I might need to look into that O-ring issue. Don't know that it's providing as much isolation. Polycarb boards. I do love a polycarb board. I only have 2 right now, I think. This, and then my January. But yeah. I think I have my bowl blanks on that right now. So let's see. If I wanted to do one of these, I'll do the actual Windbreaker as escape, I think. And then... Oop, I can hear that rain coming. These are... Oh, that's row 3. That is... That looks like a row 2. And then it'd be nice to have a row 1. 1, 2, 3. And 4. Maybe we'll do that for the column here. How does the poly look on that board? Really good. I can try to dig it out in a second. It's currently packed, just to save space, but... Yeah, I'll get to it. I do have to stop around 8:30, but I will grab it. Man, that's looking really fun. I do like it with the... And I'm coming around on the scratch now, Masters. In context. In context, with other stuff in there. It's not as jarring. I will need to touch that one up slightly. There's the slightest tick on the enter, but it's not terrible. What's that? Oh, okay. Just a little gunk. And we don't need that. Any keycaps that just look so good on polycarbs. I mean, it's nice because it just accentuates whatever you put on it. And with something as colorful as this, it's nice to kind of let it shine on its own. I wonder how much these boards go for aftermarket price. Yeah, I don't know. With parallel not being around anymore? That is a good question. I don't know entirely. I think they just went out of business. I mean, they didn't like exit scam or anything as far as I know. I think they just ceased production. I don't know if they ran out of funding and just wound things down, or if they just got tired of it, or what exactly. I don't know I don't know the details. They had some lovely designs. I think one of the last things they made was actually like a CNC'd aluminum clock, like a little desk clock. That was kind of cool. Nice. Windbreaker. Let me get some stuff off the desk here. Is there any other fancy keys in here I want to use for anything? Oh, wait, oh, that's different. Never mind. Well, there is some 40s compatible stuff in here. I should see if I could use this with my Bolt. That might be kind of fun. That would look really nice on that kind of desaturated purple. Might go really nice, actually. Here, let me hide a couple things so that I can, excuse me. Nope, not that one. Maybe we'll zoom in slightly just so I can get a thumbnail. Getting to see those colorful switches in there. Hello, Beast. Welcome. I don't know that I've seen you in here since I used to stream Playdate games. Maybe some in some earlier keyboard stuff, but it's been a while. Hello, how are you doing? Windbreaker. Beautiful. Let me actually pause this for a sec. Whew. I don't know if any of those thunderclaps will come through the mic at all. Oh, you're right. How are you selling yours? GBB? Sure, I got those profiles all correct. And it is nice too with the rainbow PVD weight and accent. Selling it to my girlfriend, best friend's partner. Oh, okay, cool. Doing well, got a new job in January, have not been on Twitch since then. New jobs do take a lot out of you, for sure. I work with a designer who worked with Parallel. Not only does Parallel leave a sour taste in my mouth, I'm just not a fan of 65. Oh, I mean, that's fair. We were actually just talking about, we weren't sure about all of the circumstances around their departure from the hobby and how that kind of went down. I did buy this from them directly before they shut down, but... I know pretty much everything. Woo! Well, I won't pry. Nice. Aside from that little bit of ticking, and there's also a little bit of wobble here because I need to double check what's up with the O-ring at this point. Is more inset between the plate and PCB than it's supposed to be. It's like not being pushed out. I guess it would be further pushed out if I was using a 6.25 spacebar. And then that would make this bottom left switch further to the outside, and it would be pushing on the O-ring. I'm curious about that. Way too tired to explain. Right now I'm about to pass out. I mean, it's whatever. Well, thank you for the follow. I actually recommend using a way higher density O-ring. Yeah, I'll need to dig one out. I've got some extra. Somewhere. I definitely have some extra O-rings I'll need to dig out. But I do love the way this looks. And honestly, even with a little bit of wobble from the stock O-ring, it does sound pretty good. I haven't used FR4 in a hot minute. Yeah, I like it. I like it a lot. So off stream, I'll definitely do a little bit of a stab tweak over here. But all in all, a fantastic package. I might need to take some photos of this too. It's just so nice. And it's been chilling in a closet for a little bit. I would actually love... does anyone know if the plate files for this are still around anywhere? I mean, I can't imagine it would be... It's just an O-ring, so it can't be too hard to find something compatible. I'd love to do like a metal plate or something on this instead. But I imagine just like a fairly bog standard 65 plate would work, as long as it works with an O-ring. This is the only parallel board I have. But yeah, I dig it. Windbreaker. It's a delight. Big fan. Do a little bit more tweaking in the days to come. But I probably need to sign off a little bit early before I can really hear the rain pounding now, just in case something happens. I should probably get my check my basement and make sure we're not flooding down there. But I appreciate you all coming, and we'll be back. I am traveling next Tuesday, but maybe I'll try to stream Wednesday or something. But we'll be back pretty soon with another build. Either this might be the Neo Ergo, depending on if my new plate comes in for that. My split personality kaiju build. And barring that, maybe we'll do some soldering or something, but we'll see. But let's see who's out there for raid opportunities. Oh, this isn't plugged in. Let me plug it in, actually, and see if I still have it set up correctly. Yep, still works. What do we got? Apiary's streaming. Yeah, Apiary. Let's do it. Shonies, hello. Thank you. Are you talking about me or the board? All right. Yep, we're about to sign off and raid. If I can get this pulled back up. Got a Riz. All right. There we go. But everybody have a good night. If you're in West Michigan, stay dry. Hopefully your power stays on. And, oh, hydrate? Okay, hold on. Second drink. I got the last bit of melty stuff there at the bottom. Thank you. Why don't he's never compliment me? I can't answer that. But, okay, bye everybody. Thanks for coming. I will raid here in a sec.